Okay, so right here image we were working before. We have a planet. Let's very fast overview what we did. We created terrain. We imported high field terrain integrated with our terrain. Create path of the rock with properly displacement and compute. We created another planet, rings around planet, replace backdrop. We add with the surfaces, atmosphere, lighting, and as well applied materials. So next, what I want to do, it is actually render this and going inside the Photoshop and work there. Of course, if you work on your own, you probably want to spend a little bit longer time maybe with adjusting atmospheres to be sure it's brought to exactly your likeness, what you want to show. But right here in this tutorials, I'm going over principle and some workflow that hopefully showing you some other way to work inside the Terragen and create it. So we'll go inside the renders right now. Let's open right here, and you notice we have 800. So I want to increase higher width. I want to be sure my aspect ratio is locked when I want to increase both of them. And I'm going to change this to maybe about 1500. Normally I render quite a bit larger size, maybe 4, 5, 6, 7,000 pixels, but for this purpose of tutorials, this should work fine. The important for us is increased quality on details and anti-aliasing. If you're using different versions, some of these properties may be not available to you. So I'll just pop up anti-aliasing and increase quality of details. The another thing is what I want to increase. It is in atmospheres for these clouds. I don't care about clouds on a backdrop because they will hide with a haze and other. But this is close-up clouds. I want to select them, go inside the quality and increase that. That will increase render time, but it's make them smoother and reduce some grayness inside. Okay, this is about all what I want to setting. Just overall want to verify my environmental set to global illumination. My sunlight is set properly. I have a soft shadows enabled, so always look good right here. Just preview very fast on the image. Okay. Also, I don't want to render any other specific way. You have multiple ways to render a round, spherical, and other scenery, and we'll look on those in some other tutorials. But right now, just straight out image. So when I'm done, I'm going to click render and start rendering. At this moment, I'm going to pause this tutorial and come back when render is completed. Okay, so right here, our render is done. It took 22 minutes, and it's one nice things about watching tutorials. When you pause, it seems like it's seamless instantly. But overall, right here, our time, it took quite a bit polygon, but not as many. And let's go right now inside the Photoshop and see how we can more enhance. So one right here in Photoshop, I'll notice a couple things what I want to modify. Right here we have a natural looking rings because how light's going, shadows, but however, they take a little bit too much attention, I think, from the image. As well, I want to add maybe a little bit more kind of clouds area right around here and create a little bit more illustrations. Look for this. So we'll do this with the layers. First off, before I want to set properly colors as I want it. And I'll do this by using curves right here. And I'm gonna go readjust. The first what I'm going to do is work on this terrain. So overall, just ignore any changes in the atmosphere. So I'm going just to create a little bit more reddish. Bring down right here those colors. Maybe a little bit more greener. Okay, when you're done, we'll go to let's go to control, fill up, and I'm using brush. We'll set soft, and let's set to the about 20% right here opacity, and I'm just going to paint over. So you'll notice when we do this, I just adjust a little bit of the coloring, and we can customize this way. Another ways you can also do is by adding color balance as example, and let's look just different on top. So for example, I want to create this a little bit more bluish magnetic kind of, magenta type colors, same things. And on this case, for example, I'm going just to set 6 and paint out bottom, and you can see. Okay, so when you're kind of done with color correcting in a way you like it, the things what I want to do is add those clouds. So I have the brushes right here, Photoshop. You can use different brushes, and you know what, let's go make them smaller, black, and I want to be sure opacity set to 100%. We can increase size, and I'm just click in one place, be sure they kind of place it. Okay, we can create a multiple brushes all over. Just leave it right here maybe. Let's go next. We can also select a different brush. Okay, I want to set it's not too big. Okay, and we can go to, oops, wrong one. Let me select properly layer. Okay, right here we can increase size. Maybe put it one right here, and maybe, you know what, put one right here. And maybe somewhere around that area. Okay, when you're done with the brushes, what I want to do it is select as a soft light. You can see how they integrated nicely, and bring them a little bit down. So this is just another ways. Okay, let's go to merge those layers together. And next I'm going inside the filter forge. And inside the filter forge, I want to use some presets that I already created. So I'm going to maybe, just look through some of them. And I kind of like this color. Let's go ahead, apply that. Okay, as well, if you can also use mask or other tools to increasing. And let's add curves. I just want to add border for this. So we'll go to rectangle, drag and select area that we want to populate, fill up with a black. Okay, and we'll go inside the curves now, right here, mask curves, and let's set the feathering higher. So you can see it just create this nice vignetting with soft light around. If you want to add additional sharpness to your image, we always can create new layer, go to overlay, and go to high pass. And by using high pass, you can see we can quite a bit increase. And actually, I want to reduce this smaller details. So just okay, we can reduce that one as well. Okay, let's go zoom out on size, properly size. So right here you can see we have nice scenery. We add some, and I did very fast. So usually I can take a little bit more time to put properly effect around. But overall, here's our layout. You know what, let me just try. Kind of bring a little bit of the brightness right here. Just additional color correction on the curves, but you can play around and see. So become maybe not too cold, just added. But overall, right here is our image. And I hopefully you enjoyed this tutorial from Geekatplay Studio. And please remember, visit us on the web is www.geekatplay.com.